Hello, this is Star Dragons. Welcome back to another video of Genshin Impact here. So today we're going to be doing a character guide on a new 5-star character that's coming out on Genshin Impact 3.5 here. It's going to be Dehya. So that's what we're going to be doing. Before anything into the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you won't miss any more of my latest videos like this one. And I'll also be live streaming on Twitch when 3.5 comes out for the Arcane quest and the story quest. So yeah, stay tuned to that. I will leave a description down below and a link down below there. You can follow me on my Twitch channel. And let's get into the video. So yeah, if you hear my voice is kind of different, I use my headset right now to do this recording right now. This is Sunday, so around this week I will be live streaming. So you guys don't know who Dehya is, so you actually can basically see her here. She's actually in Sumeru. Yes, she used a claymore. In the first and during the patch 3.0, she said she used a pole arm, then she switched to a claymore, so yeah. And she is a pyro character. And she's a powerful legend. She's known as a legendary mercenary, that's what they actually kind of known as call her. So when you ascend her, you will actually increase her max HP, so you actually increase more of her HP. Her elemental skill is based off of HP, and I will actually get to her elemental skill and then all the other stuff too. You will actually need the material to upgrade her. This one's actually the same material you actually need for Orhatum, and you can get this one in a cave that you have to beat the boss in the desert. The one I told you need to get close to him in order to beat him. It's in that cave. And you can find it in the wild too, but mostly it's going to be in that cave. If you don't have enough gold, or people will and get it. The persons that don't have Dehya yet, or they don't know about it. That's what I would do. And you can get this from and another one here, you can actually get this from the semi network matrix, whatever you call it. But this is what it actually called. So I like to call it a tribe matrix, just because it's a triangle and they call it a matrix. Well, you know what I mean. So yeah, overseer matrix, whatever you call it. He actually kind of deal a lot of damage if you actually know the attack pattern. You can easily avoid it and know the strategy. I actually did a video on that too, so you guys can actually go ahead and look through my video and check that out. Yep, that's one of it already. That's all the ascendant there. Now for her attack, her active skill attack here. So it's going to form 4 executive strikes using a claymore and her martial arts. So her final attack is going to be using her fist to push the enemy, knock enemy back. So it doesn't stay on here, but it actually does that. And charge attack will drain her stamina over time, unleashing a form of a powerful slash. So it lasts for 5 seconds. And punching attack is still basically the same thing, dealing not pyro, but dealing a physical AoE damage upon impact. And I'm not going to read through this whole thing. I'm just going to make it a little bit simple for you guys. So once you activate her elemental skill, it will actually create a fire sanctum field that actually she will create. And in that field, the enemy will take damage. And she can deal a coordinate pyro damage to an enemy. And whoever in her field will have resistance to interruption there. And I'll actually explain that in a minute too. And during the enemy in that field, not only have resistance to interruption, will also take damage she'll deal herself that active on the field, that she still can take damage for the enemy. Only for 32% of HP, but if you increase the talent up there, it will actually increase more. The maximum of 56 though, that's only when you got the talent up to level 15. And that actually is very hard to get a level 15 though. Actually, it's really a pain, I can tell you that right now. Yes, and during that time, she will actually unleash a raging flame that's actually on herself only. And she actually can deal a pyro damage to attack the enemies. So the raging flame is actually the one that actually hit the enemy, then it will cause a explosion damage, something like that. And during that field will last for 12 seconds there. The cooldown is going to be 20 seconds, which is pretty long. like I already mentioned, the migrate here. That's actually the part that she actually take damage for an enemy. So you can actually see it goes up by like a little bit more as you increase her talents up there. The field damage is actually in her field. It's going to be like in the surrounding in the field. It's along an enemy in the field will take damage. So they're actually based on her max HP, max attack, her attack and max HP. Actually, I had to correct myself on that part. And the range and flame damage is actually her striking damage. That's actually her pyro damage. Next one is going to be, if you wonder about the 200 HP, this is how much she actually can absorb. And her elemental burst here. So basically, this is one that she's going to be switching from a claymore to a fist attack here. It's still basically, her attack still based on her claymore stack, but instead of using a claymore, she uses her fist. It's just only her fist, it's just more closer range. So during that time, she will actually launch a quick attack, pyro damage that's based on her attack and max HP. And during that time, she will have to all her skills she's cast will when she does a elemental skill or punch attack, normal attack, or will be replaced by a roaring. It will actually be replaced. Until her roaring blitz ends, she will actually launch with a flying kick attack. So yeah, that you actually, if you have seen the live stream, then you actually know what a flying kick looks like. It's actually very nice. And then actually, though both of it are based on her max, well, it's going to be based on her attack and max HP. So she actually combined with 2. So you already noticed her attack is already decent enough with a max of another HP, so that actually increased a lot. So you can deal a lot of damage with her. She actually considered a powerful character right now so far. Duration is going to be only like 4 seconds, but the cooldown is going to be 18 seconds there. And she got going to be 70, so beyond average. Faster, so yeah. If you want a new Dehya, I actually now I think about it, I actually recommend using her. Actually, I actually want to grab her right now after this one. To be honest with you guys. Now let's go move on to the passive skill here. So her first passive skill is actually pretty not very useful, but it can be. Her movement speed will increase of her whole party number by 10%. Only at daytime from 6 p.m. like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is 1800 hours. That's 6 p.m. there. But this will not take effect during in a domain or any other domain type or spiral abyss. Only in the open world field like you're in. So that's only when you can actually increase. But only during that time though. Any time that further than that, like past 6 p.m. Then yeah, you will slow down after that. So yeah, in the scorching sun during on the clock, that's what her times when she actually on the clock though. And passive skill number 2 here. So in this 6 seconds when Dehya revive, so this is actually when she activates her fire sanction with her elemental skill here. And also using her elemental burst, she will take 60% less damage receiving by red main blood. So receiving the damage from 11. Okay, so that's actually more based on her HP too. The effects can be triggered every 2 seconds. I haven't read this part yet, so that's why I'm reading through it. Additional 9 attack to the least of Okay, so and during that time, in the 6 seconds after Dehya used her elemental skill or her elemental burst, she will take 60% less damage receiving by the red main blood. Red main blood is actually how much damage she's taken. It can only be triggered every 2 seconds. And also grant her party number a gold forest form state. So have increased character interruption in the Fairy Sanctum field. That only can activate once every 18 seconds. I don't know too much about it yet, so this is more like she have more of a defense, and also can gain party number the resistance to interruption. That also includes herself too. Passive skill number 3 here. When her HP is less than 40%, she can actually recover 20% of her HP and can restore 6% of her max HP every 2 seconds for the next 10 seconds. The trigger only can affect trigger every 20 seconds. So when you use a elemental skill, it already been mentioned in live stream too that she have a passive talent that actually can restore her HP too. But she also can have a limit to in order to absorb that damage. 20% of max HP is just basically just absorbing the damage though. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. I have to use a try it out character first though before I know it. I'm assuming the lifesteal, but I'm not too sure yet. Constellation here, nothing too much here, but the first constellation is actually pretty powerful though. Because the max HP is increased by 20%, and she can actually deal bonus damage maximum on her HP following like 2 effects. So her elemental skill here will increase by 3.6% of her max HP. Elemental burst here can damage will increase by 6% of her max HP. Pretty powerful. She is a damage dealer. You already gotta know that. And actually, we maybe want to grab her claymore too with it. I don't even know I have a claymore that can actually deal damage like that. Oh wait, no, actually I do. I do have a claymore for that. I just don't have the increased HP. That's all. Okay, that's good. That's all good. Constellation level 2 here. When you use her elemental burst, the raging flame of her will increase in endurance, and the second field will have increase of 6 seconds, so 6 seconds longer, and her damage too. Also, in addition, so her sanction field will, when during exists on the field, will coordinate attack increased by 50% more for active character within a sanction field or attack. So it's more of a buff for a character. Constellation level 3, nothing very special there. It's increasing elemental burst by a talent up by 3 and a maximum of 15. And maximum of 15, when I actually mentioned to you guys, you only can upgrade to 15 when during the event boss. It's kind of like when the new patch came out, they would actually have a boss there that you need to beat. That's what it actually meant, but I'm not too sure myself yet because I never try it because I don't even think I need to. So yeah. Constellation level 4 here. When she used the flame fist, okay, so this is actually more of her elemental burst skill. When she used her elemental burst, they will restore 1.5 energy of Dehya and 2.5 of her from her max HP can affect the trigger every 0.2 seconds, which is pretty quickly. She does launch a quick attack using her elemental burst. Constellation level 5 here, to increase in her elemental skill by 3, maximum upgrade of 15. Her elemental skill is going to be a main part. Constellation level 6 here, I haven't read through this one yet. So it says here that the quick rate will increase, well, her elemental burst quick rate will increase by 10. And her flame fist attack, which is also her elemental burst attack, will deal quick damage with a single blade flame lioness, which will cause quick damage, increasing by 15%. And also the standard duration by 0.5%. It can be triggered every 22 seconds. The duration will extend a maximum of 2 seconds. And quick damage can increase by 60% of this way. This is considered broken. You got her to C6, I was saying. That is broken, I can tell you that right now. Increasing her damage like this, from this to this, that to me is considered broken. I tell you that right now. To me it is. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's actually pretty powerful in there. So now, next one it's going to be on artifacts. So what you can do, you can start off with the artifacts. So you can start off with Berserker's artifact, which also can increase the quick rate, and also when the hit point below 70, which is Dehya is always going to be below that anyway, quick rate will increase. You can also use Revolution, what do you call it? I don't know how you call it, but she does use attack too, so yeah. Traveling Doctor can be actually start off good enough. You can actually use this to start off with it, but if you want to use a 5-star artifact after that, because I know most of you can get there easily in just one day. So, Glider Finale, you can use 4 pieces of that in order to increase more of her damage there, because she does use a Claymore. If you want to build her physical damage, then which I don't think most of you won't though, but if you do, you can build a Bloodstained Stability 2-piece and 2-piece of Palm Flame for physical damage, but I don't recommend physical damage for you guys, so yeah, just keep that in mind. You can do 4-piece of Pyro, 4-piece of Crystal Vista Flame. If you more of a kind of like a team combat, it's like elemental like a reaction, cause an overload, burden, or something like that, then 4-piece of Crystal Vista Flame will work for you. This especially works when you're using it in the Spiral Abyss. I recommend using it in a Spiral Abyss though if you're doing that, but for me, I'm not going to use it. I have a different build because that's how it works for me. What I would do is, I would build her with a 2-piece of Christian Whisper Flame and 2-piece of Tendon of a Millet because, like, you know, she can actually increase her attack by having more HP. She also have increased attack too, though her elemental skill and elemental burst scale off with her attack and HP. But I recommend building more of a pyro damage because her damage is pyro. You will have to find her substack at attack or a main stack at attack for Hourglass, but pyro damage will be your main set, and I will actually explaining what kind of set you should have on there if you're lucky enough. But for me, I would build 2-piece of Cushion Rich Flame, 2-piece of Tender Melt, so that's what I would go for. So for a flower here, you already know it have max HP already on there. That's one already on a flower. And for substack, I would recommend having some like sort of like attack percentage if you're lucky enough. I don't know if it has attack percentage. If you're lucky to get an attack percentage, also have percentage HP there, HP percentage, and quick rate and quick damage. And also for the feather, main attack will be attack. So I recommend grabbing a one that have substack. It's like attack percentage, HP and HP percentage. So that's what could work too. But I also recommend having some quick damage on there. If you don't have it, and I would recommend having quick rate too. But if you want to switch it up a little bit, then it's like max like HP percentage, quick rate, quick damage with the attack. Will also will work too. It actually collapsed down, and on the standard time here, standard Eon, that's what I call it. Attack percentage will be your best bet. Attack percentage, remember that on the standard time. If you're doing support, that will be something else. But I can't see much of the support there. But if you want to do a support with like elemental reaction damage, elemental mastery will be your best bet. Same thing for a substack if you are doing support. Like a cup here, like I already mentioned, increasing her extra pyro damage. Pyro damage should be your main stack for this cup. If you do not have pyro damage, which some of you don't, increasing more attack would be the best attack percentage, or your HP percentage will be actually one be a better option if you do not have pyro cup yet, which some of you don't. I already mentioned don't have, but pyro damage would be your best bet. Substacks is going to be basically the same thing. HP percentage. I would recommend HP percentage, which is your substack. Attack percentage, substack, quick rate, quick damage. And for a crown here, I recommend having quick damage for the crown at your main stack. You are going to have quick rate on there too. If you do not have enough quick rate though, if you do have enough quick rate, then I recommend grabbing HP percentage, HP, attack percentage with that too. Or you can go with the attack percentage with HP. HP percentage will be your best. Attack percentage also will be good enough too. If you don't need any more quick rate should be your substack, and quick damage should be your main stack. And I was checking through the thing here, so let's go back and take a preview on the sword. So let's see what sword you should use. So this sword will actually work out very good too for its shadow. It actually works well with the other stacks too, but if you don't have any other sword, this will be one of the best sword too. You can actually use for her. Because like you will need attack anyway. The sword also be good, Devil Clubs. also will be good for her. This sword only good if you're doing physical damage, which I don't recommending. For running a great sword, which I was planning to use on her, but I'm not too sure yet though, because they actually have energy recharge, and I really like spamming her quick. I really like spamming her elemental burst. So yep. The bell will actually be good too, but if you don't have any other sword, the bell will be our best option. Sacrificial sword, I'm not so sure about this one, but energy recharge will be actually be the best one that I actually think of. Royal Greatsword actually can be good too, but you can increase your crit rate and high enough, then you actually don't need it. Rain Slasher will be only good if you have like a character that use Elemental Mastery. This one, I don't know, you can actually craft. Yeah, you can actually craft it from Blacksmith and increase more attacks. So on hit, normal and charge attack 50%. I'll also add additional 240% on attack. Can occur every 15 seconds with small AoE damage. She can deal AoE damage as a final hit, though, both her elemental skill and elemental boost. Also, her basic attack can do that too at the final hit. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, there are also a lot of them you can do. You actually can use Blacksmith Slasher too. And also, Serpent Spine can be good too. Luminous Blade can be good only if you only build if you have anything else. Stone Tube, nah, I don't think I recommend this one at all. This one actually can be good too. You actually can get this from doing a fishing quest. So it actually is fishing event. You actually can do it anytime you want, as long as you unlock the one in the Zuma or in the Liu. I can't remember which you can get this claymore from. I just know it's from somewhere in the fishing rod part. So increase the elemental burst damage by 12%. Elemental burst hit the opponent, have 100% summon. Oh yeah, that's actually powerful. Yeah, I recommend having that weapon on you. This one will be actually very good. This one increases her elemental damage here, elemental skill damage, and regenerate her energy. So you can actually craft it from a blacksmith. This one is actually more. You know what? I haven't seen this one yet actually. This looks new. But it increased elemental mastery though. So if you wanted more elemental mastery, then yeah, you can do that. That's only for it only works if you do an elemental like for support for her. But to be honest, I've never seen this sword before though. This is my first time. And this sword, I've seen it before, I just never have it. Maximum capillary energy, that's also be very good too. Increase some more attack and elemental burst. It keeps switching back and forth like this is like crazy. It's driving me nuts right now. Both great, so this is actually what I'm talking about. So but before we go into this, check anything. Energy recharge, normal attack, charge attack, vacuum. This is actually a very good Skyward Frame, and this is a sword I actually plan to use for Dehya. Increase the attack, by 20%. Attack is important for her because she actually skilled with her attack. And on hit, the opponent will have like 30% less HP. Increase all player number attack by 40% for 12 seconds. Occur every 30 seconds. It's actually pretty good for her because like her damage. Her elemental damage based on her attack and max HP. So this one will be your best option if you don't have anything else. I don't think I would do this one unless you want more damage on this one, but I highly doubt you get any benefit from it. Unfortunately, I do not recommend it unless you have nothing else. Thornster, also I do not recommend it unless you don't have anything else. You gotta deal quick damage, so I would still recommend have it if you don't have anything. This one will be her weapon. Her weapon is going to be Beacon of her Steed. So let's see what it does. Increase the attack and crit rate, right? After a character elemental skill hits the opponent, their attack will increase by 20% for 8 seconds. After a character takes damage, the attack will increase by 20% for 8 seconds. And 2 more will affect her trigger by when a character is not on a field, so it actually reinforcing. So that will also do it that when not protected by a shield will increase the character max HP by 32%. That only works when a character is not on the field with its artifacts, with its claymore set. So yeah, you actually have a good increased bonus there though, and you also will have a hard time getting these shells though, and to increase to increase it. This one not going to be that hard because unless you're in Warlock, so that's going to be a problem. So that's all I have for you guys today. Is there have anything else that you kind of confused with? Because I can see it a little confusing at first though for you guys. If you guys actually kind of read it through it for yourself and kind of get a very understanding of it. But yes, like if you have a question, let me know on the comment below. I will answer it. I know how to use it already. I actually get how it works. But I just know it's some confusing for you guys because explaining it's kind of hard and rather if you don't show it. But right now I don't know what her attack going to be is yet though because like still not confirmed. But yes, like I already mentioned, comment below. Anything else? Do you have any question? It's going to be down in the description below. And I can get you on my next video. I'll be doing a character guide on Chrono because I think he will be coming out in the banner with Dehya. So that's what I will be doing. So I'll catch you guys on my next video, man. Peace out, yo.